Shalom. Call Hulaim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Dash. Double honors to the elders and Apostle Ray Millstone, who rule and teach well over the hopeful elect. And the brothers that's pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth with all truth and sincerity. And the hopeful elect that's tuning in, Shalom. Now this is going to be titled, "In Isaac shall thy seed be called." And pretty much just going to go through how the scriptures was written by and for Israelites only. You understand? And it's made plainly obvious through these scriptures. All right? But through false doctrines and beliefs that make people feel good, the truth of the scriptures has been perversed. All right? Now I'm going to start at Hebrews, the 13th chapter and verse 8. Now you see the word Jesus Christ, all right? His true name is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. If you went back just over 2,000 years and you was going around asking where Jesus Christ is, people will be completely confused. You understand? Because the letter J wasn't invented until 1523. So the year 1523 or 1524. Before then, the letter I and the letter J were interchangeable. So when you, like, I have a 1611 King James Bible, and there's no letter J in the Bible. It says like where you see Jesus, it'll say Jesus. It'll be an I. It'll be and it's pronounced Jesus. Like if you go into the Strongs and you click there, as you can see, that's what it pretty much looks like in my 1611. Has an I there. So his name's not Jesus, his name's not Jesus. You go into the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. And that matters, all right? You got a IUIC, and of course these bug out religions like Christianity that's calling on this bullshit, man. All right? So Hebrews 13 and 8, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and Christ, all right, is HaMashiach, which means pretty much the anointed, the Messiah, all right? Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is the same yesterday and today and forever. So Yahweh Shai is the same person, the same individual with the same goals, right? Which is aligned with the Heavenly Father. And let's get and this is important. This is very, very important. Why is this important? I know it's in Acts. I think it's Acts the 2nd chapter, Acts the 4th chapter, Acts 4 and 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. Now, through Christianity, with their replacement theology, they believe the Most High came to save everybody. And what else? Anybody can be an Israelite, and or they have multiple things, right? They say anybody can be an Israelite, or they say the Most High said fuck the Israelites, or they'll say the Israelites got replaced, which is the same thing what I just said previously, right? So that's their bullshit that's already been destroyed, right? But I'm going to just hammer to that point. And it's pretty obvious, the truth of these scriptures. It's not a hard concept to wrap around, but you've been fed lies that make you feel good, right? This world, this society, people, not even this society, it's just enhanced with this society, but people would rather, especially women, they would rather be fed a lie that makes them feel good than the truth that hurts. So this is Psalms 147 and 19. He sheweth his word, and the word is Yahweh Shai. We'll get that later. He sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. So the word is only for the Israelites. The word is the scriptures, and Yahweh Shai is these scriptures. Let's get that. This is John 1 and 14. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. So that Yahweh Shai is only for the Israelites, like he said himself. All right. So let's get this right here. This is Malachi 3 and 6. For I am Yahweh. It's not Jehovah. All right. There's no letter J in Paleo Hebrew, in ancient Hebrew, the tongue of the Heavenly Father, the angels, Yahweh Shai, so on and so forth. They do not say Jacob is Yahweh, right? It's not Jehovah, it's Yahweh. For I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob, all right, Yahweh, are not consumed. So the Most High is not going to change, so the Israelites aren't consumed. So the Most High is always and forever going to be for the Israelites. Let's just get another point, man. Check this out. And then I'm gonna get something else after this to just completely destroy the beliefs of man. This is Malachi 1 and 14. But cursed be the deceiver, you Edomites, man. And you wicked niggas out here, man. These wicked jakes. And the rest of you heathens. But cursed, starting with you Edomites, man. You small hats. But cursed be the deceiver, which hath in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrifice unto the Most High a corrupt thing. For I am a great king, saith Yahweh of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen. So the name of the Most High is dreadful among everybody that isn't an Israelite, man. And even for you Israelites that's not calling on the true name is dreadful, man. All right? You wicked niggas out here that's in Islam and all this other bullshit, man. But starting with you actual heathens. All right, because the Israelites can be heathens, like the scripture says they would. But first, before we go into more into that, let's go to Genesis 21 and 12. Genesis 21 and 12. And the Most High said unto Abraham, let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman, and all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto her voice. For in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So that, verse 13, and also of the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed. So the promises that were given from Abraham unto Isaac unto Jacob, not everybody on the planet Earth. That's bullshit. Now let's go to Romans 9, and that's not in the scriptures. This is Romans the 9th chapter and verse 4. Who are the Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption? All right, so those Gentiles being grafted back in were Israelites scattered throughout the planet Earth. All right, we're going to get that. And the glory, and the covenant, and the giving of the law, and the service of the Most High, and the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came, who is overall the Most High, blessed forever. Amen. All right, so the Most High only sent Yahweh Shai for the Israelites. Everything we just listed is only for the Israelites. Like I just read, the scriptures is only for the Israelites. And if you clearly can't understand this simple concept, that means the Most High is not dealing with you. This is Acts chapter 2. Just you know, get the point about the Israelites being scattered throughout the planet Earth. This is Acts chapter 2, verse 5. And there was dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. So these were Israelites from the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. That's all Jew means. It came from Babylon, all right? They just call it Judah, Benjamin, and Levi Jews, right? So when you go down, it starts calling them what? Parthians, Medes, Elamites, so on and so forth. So the Israelites were being called by these, were the lands they came from. Why? Because they had their culture from there, they had the language from there, so on and so forth. Let's get Romans 11 and 25. This is Romans 11. Let's just go start. Let's start from the top, actually. Let's start from the top. Romans 11 and 1. I say then, hath the Most High cast away his people? This is what Christianity believes in. The Most High forbid. For I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. But wait, wasn't Apostle Paul a Roman? Yeah, he lived in Rome. All right? Now let's keep going. Now this is the point I want to get in 25 or 26. 26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion a deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. And that's Yahushua. And like Yahushua is straight, he literally said it himself, man. All right, this is Romans, no, actually Matthew, the 10th chapter. Get the red letter, Matthew 10 and 5. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So through Christianity, they'll get confounded with this, man. They'll pretty much, the only thing they can say is that, oh, the Most High changed his mind. Yahushua changed his mind. Bullshit, man. Because when you go into the word Gentile, it has many different meanings. Let's get that. You know, Christianity likes to perverse and what's the word I'm looking for? They try to play on people's ignorance, pretty much. What does in Gentile mean? A multitude, whether of men or beasts, associated or living together, right? An ethnos, that's where you go into ethnicity. A company, a troop, a swarm, a multitude of individuals of the same nature or genus. The human family, a tribe, nation, people. In the Old Testament, four nations not worshiping the true God, pagans, Gentiles. Paul uses the term for Gentile Christians. All right, so Gentiles has multiple different meanings. You understand? And this one is talking about you actual heathens. All right, now the Israelites can be Gentiles, man. Let's get that. This is Matthew 18 and 17. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church, which is the Israelites, and we'll get that. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man in a publication. Let's get that. To that word heathen. Ethnikos, all right? Adapted to the genius or customs of a people, peculiar to a people, national, suited to the manners of language of foreigners, strange, foreign, in the New Testament savoring of the nature of pagans, alien to the worship of the true power, heathenish of the pagan Gentile, all right? Gentile heathens, same thing, all right? So the Israelites can be heathens, Gentiles, same thing, right? So, and let's get and that's why you had Israelites being called what? By Gentiles, man. We just read that in Acts chapter 2. They were called Elamites, so on and so forth. Now let's get Revelation 7. And that debunks. I seen this video saying that Hebrew Israelites debunked because Revelation 7 and 8 said the great multitude out of every nation, which was what? Israelites. Not Revelation 7, 8, Revelation 7, 9. These were Israelites, like we just read in Acts chapter 2. And we're gonna get another one on that. But before we get that, let's go into that word kindred. Let's get that word kindred, right? What does kindred mean? What does the word kindred mean? In the New Testament, all the persons descending from one of the 12 sons of the patriarch of Jacob. All right? So that's talking about the Israelites. Clearly, we just read it's all throughout the scriptures. But they like to play on people's ignorance. You understand? They like to play on people's ignorance. This is James 1 and 1. James, a servant of the Most High, under the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greeting. Now let's go into that word scattered right there. It should be diaspora. Diaspora, all right? A scattering, dispersion of Israelites dispersed among foreign nations, of Christians scattered abroad among the Gentiles. The Christians, Israelites, same thing, interchangeable. There's no difference. The Christians, which just means a follower of the Most High, were the Israelites. Now let's get It's another one that goes into it. Scattered among the, I know it's John something, John 7:38. I think it's John 7:35. I think that's it, not 30. I think it's this one right here. John 7:35. Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go, that we shall not find him? Will he go into the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? So that's literally two different Gentiles being spoken of in this one precept. Let's reread it again. Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go, that we shall not find him? Will he go into the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? Now let's go into that word dispersed. Diaspora. Same thing we just read James in 1:1. So it's talking about the Israelites. The Israelites being called Gentiles yet again. And like we read in Matthew 10:6, where Yahushua said, don't go to the Gentiles, he was talking about the heathens. And if Christianity or any other person that's on that bullshit, you're saying Yahushua sinned, man. Well, let's get that. Having a double mind is sin. Let's get it. Oh, man. Double-minded. I think that's it. James 1:8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So you calling Yahushua double-minded? James 4:8. Draw nigh to the Most High, and he will draw nigh unto you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. So having a double mind is sin. And Yahushua didn't sin, man. You see, this is destroying this false belief, these false doctrines out here, man. And you can't stop it. Let's get I'm gonna make this a part 2, but I'm gonna cut into it a little bit more, and I'll end it off. Gotta go back to Romans, the 9th chapter, see what I can do on that. I think it's some in Romans 9. I think reinstates Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob again, going into Esau. All right, yeah, Romans 9:7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So this is a lineage thing, man. You can't be a fucking Moabite, an Edomite, and say, oh, I'm an Israelite now. Fuck no, it doesn't work like that. And the seed is determined by your father. Numbers 1:18. I don't want to go get that, but you can go into it, Actually, let me just get it, man. Since I brought it up. Your seed, your lineage, like it just said in Isaac, a man shall thy seed be called. So Numbers 1:18 goes into that, backs that up, so to speak. Numbers 1:18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees, that's their lineage, after their families, right? By the house of their fathers. So your lineage is by your father. That's why the seed is determined by Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, 12 tribes. You get it? Now, just another one, and I'm going to end this off on there, after I eat off this a little bit, how you have, like, 1 Thessalonians, the first chapter, I believe, has it. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. What I'm looking for. I know it's in a lot of these scriptures. All right, perfect. 1 Corinthians 1:2. Unto the church of the Most High, I'm going to get that too, how the church is the Israelites. Unto the church of the Most High, which is at Corinth, to them that are sanctified in Hamashiach Yahushai, called to be saints, right? Now, the saints are only the Israelites. That's the point I wanted to get. So all these people being called to be saints in these foreign lands were Israelites in those lands. Psalms 50:5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Which what? The Israelites. Psalms 148 says it too, going to the Israelites being the saints. Psalms 148 and 14, he exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even to the children of Israel. So that's the point. So all these books where it says called to be saints are the Israelites in those lands, like we just read in Acts chapter 2, Acts 9 and 14. And he gave her his hand and lifted her up, and when he had called the saints and widows, presented her alive. That's not the one I wanted. Romans 1 and 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, Israelites, called to be saints. The Israelites. They weren't fucking Edomites, man, so-called white people. They were Israelites like Apostle Paul that were in Rome. You understand? That were in Corinth. That were in Egypt. That were in you get the point, man. That were scattered among these nations. They were all Israelites. They weren't literal heathens, man. Because the Most High only came for the Israelites. Let's get the church being the Israelites, all right? Man. All right, cool. That should be it. This is Acts 7 and 38. That is he that was in the church in the wilderness with the angel which spake to him in the Mount Sinai. And I believe that was Yahushua, all right? With our fathers who received the living oracles to give unto us. So that's the Israelites. The Israelites is the church. So every time the word church is being mentioned, is Israelites. This whole book, like we just read, is for the Israelites. The whole everything in these scriptures was written by Israelites for Israelites. The Most High is only for the. Let's get that. I think it's Joel 2 and 27. Joel 2 and 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord Yahweh your God, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. So the Most High is only for the Israelites, man. And if you think otherwise, you calling the Most High a liar, you calling the Israelites a liar, you calling Yahweh a liar, so on and so forth. The angels liars. So there's people like I think I mentioned this in one of my previous videos. There's actually Edomites, particularly Edomites, and you got wicked ass Jake out there too, that know that this is the truth. Obviously, right? You can't debunk what we're saying, but they want to believe a lie because, like I said previously, a few minutes ago, people will take a comfortable, sweet lie over a bitter truth, man. And that's just how life is, man. And it's going to be like that till Yahushua comes and righteousness overwhelms the earth because wickedness right now is overwhelming the populace. Even the fucking animals is suffering. The goddamn plants is suffering, man, because you fucking Edomites. You Edomites, you so-called white people, you Caucasians, you're clearly red. Reality says you're red. The scriptures say you're red. But people like, I was talking to my cousin, man. I'm going to end this off right here, all right? I was talking to my cousin, and he is so delusional. And this is like pretty much 99% plus or whatever, the population is fucking brainwashed. He was saying that I was black. I'm like, all right. I pointed at my skin. I said, and I pointed at my hair. I'm like, my hair is black, right? He said, yeah. I said, I pointed at my skin. I said, what color is my skin? He said, black. I'm like, bro, you're a fucking, you know what I'm saying? I didn't say that in my head. I said it, but to him, I'm like, yeah, okay, bro. And he's not mentally disabled. He's like 15 years old, so he's not, his brain is developed enough to understand what I'm saying. And that's how delusional people are, man. The world is under a spell. Like, it's like you say it and you think it's a figurative, like, we're not just me, but other brothers, sisters as well, that's, believing in truth and hearing the truth, and, men pushing the truth, women persuading their man as well. When you hear and say the world is under a spell, it's legitimately under a spell. The majority of people are gone, man. Like in that movie The Matrix, where I had people in the pods and stuff hooked up to that technology. That is real. All right. Now they took it to the extreme in the movies, but it's like that. It's really like that out here. People they're brainwashed, man. And we gotta remain humble at the end of the day, because we don't know if we gonna make it. We can bug out, man. You don't know what your lot is. Brothers, some brothers, gonna be mortars. Some brothers gonna get tortured, and some brothers may just straight up fold, man, and take the C hip. So you don't know. That's why you gotta remain humble, pray for mercy, and play out your lot with all truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm gonna sign out. Lord willing, Adawan Rashizada was edifying. Come back with a part 2. Shalom.